not necessarily a new company, newer, recent.
We've never heard of it before.
Yes.
Yeah, new to us.
Lice lifters, and this is a topic that hits close to home because so much of what I do as a veterinarian is deal with ectoparasites, but not in humans necessarily. So this is really interesting because I can learn a lot. So we have Jen and Lisa from Lice Lifters. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So it's kind of an interesting situation. As I said, I'm a little bit removed, although you were sharing with us before that people who are of my age and older do run into that situation. You were relating a couple of quick stories. So tell us a little bit about yourself first.
Sure.
And how we got here, and then we can go into maybe some.
How we got here? Well, I'd worked in the financial industry for years, and then when I had my second child, I decided to stay home for a while, and then my one friend said, hey, if I open up a treatment center that deals with head lice, do you think people would come? Ask at your bus stop. I had 25 people at my bus stop with all elementary school kids. And so I asked, and everybody but one, who was a pediatric nurse who has treated herself and been able to do that at overnight camps, she said no, but everybody else said yes.
Really?
I would totally pay for that. I don't want to deal with that. I don't like that. So I gave this information back to my friend, and then she said, join the business with me. I said, no, thank you. I don't need to get into lice right now. My husband was like, you're not bringing that home? Absolutely not. We're not dealing with this. So then we fast forward, she started bringing on franchisees because it was during the downturn in the market and people lost their jobs, and they were like, wow, yeah, right? So it was 10 years ago, and here it is that we're busy every day in the treatment center, and people are coming in to get their kids treated, and they don't care what they're paying to do it. Nothing else is working for them. So they're spending the money, and they turn around and say, we want to buy into this. This is a great idea. So within the first year and a half, the franchising came to place, and we have 12 locations now.
Really?
And I came on board of head of franchising about 7 years ago now. And I work with all of the different franchises to help them, get their name out in the community and figure out what's going on, work with the schools and the camps and help them be successful. And then our flagship center came, and Lisa joined, 5 years ago?
Almost, yeah, 5.5 years ago.
So with us in the corporate office, and then our flagship center became available for sale, and the two of us jumped on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
So some of your financial savvy and experience is really coming to play here.
Yeah, and a lot of the marketing and sales too, because as much as you just hope that you could open your doors and people just come
But
running.
if it's a franchise, you are a self-employed business person, and you've got to promote it. You've got to deal with all those things.
So everything I've preached for years to my franchisees of things that work, and when I first started, the center we now own was a corporate center. So we ran it then. And then someone bought it for a few years, and then we took it back over. But we now have stake. So
where is it?
We're in Lafayette Hill, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Just right a mile from Chestnut Hill.
Ridge and Butler Pike.
Yeah.
That area.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
So we're right down from there. We're at Germantown and Joshua.
Okay, I know exactly where you are.
So
I know exactly where you are.
So that's.
I grew up in that area, and I've worked in that area I've only been living in Jersey for the last. Well, actually, it's been more in Jersey than PA.
But you remember it well.
I do.
Yes.
I used to have an office right on the corner of Ridge and Butler.
Yeah.
There's an office building there, 3 stories, I think.
There's plenty of office buildings there now. Lots of stuff.
So that's really. I mean, as a business, I find this very, very interesting. Is it a year-round business?
Absolutely.
You mentioned camp, so obviously you've made the jump from school year to summertime.
Absolutely. Well, I think our biggest time is from kind of May through November is our busiest time. Whenever kids put their heads together, like right now we equate the softball and baseball season as helmet season. And, everyone used to think that you would get it from sharing helmets. Well, it's possible that you could. It's over 90% head-to-head contact.
Yeah, direct contact.
Yeah. So it's hair-to-hair, head-to-head. So when you're huddling without your helmets, without a hat or visor on, it's more likely. So we've had basketball teams in, all girls and
School
then
plays.
boys.
Sure.
Yeah. Whenever kids have their heads together, and the biggest problem is that the over-the-counter pesticides are no longer
So
effective.
you're saying that there
Yeah.
are resistances that have come up now.
They've actually evolved.
They've evolved immensely. So what is safe to put on someone's head that will kill it. It doesn't kill it any longer.
And if you read the directions, it says do not reapply for 10 days. There's a reason. It's dangerous. And there's cases of cancer, seizures. It's not good for
Oh,
you.
for joy. So what makes your service or your business, your offering different? Why would I want to come to you as opposed to going to a doctor or whatever?
So
Or do I go to a doctor?
Well, doctors don't learn about head lice in medical school. And pediatricians probably learn about it on the fly